May 22nd, 1975, there was a person who was out in the Muller Road area, and they had noticed something in the ground. I believe they were walking a dog. The dog was picking at the ground, and they went over and looked, and they saw what they thought was maybe a human hand or some bones. They called the police. We went down and found out there was a body there in that area. The medical examiner at the time determined that this person was killed with 2 gunshot wounds to the head. It was a white male, dark hair. He was wearing a military-style jacket, Converse-type sneakers, jeans. One thing that was distinctive, he did have a unique medallion on, and that was probably the best clue that we had to who this person might be. The medallion, it was probably the face mask of comedy and tragedy. But if you look at it, it's a little strange, too. It could be something else. There were theories about the motorcycle gang because of the medallion. There were also some people that theorized that maybe this had something to do with Whitey Bulger, and that group had been very active throughout this area, killing people. They'd asked the informants back then, and in more recent years, they asked them, and they said, nope, that's not one of ours.
Despite those leads, the body was never identified, which meant it was hard to generate leads on a suspect. But as technology evolved, detectives kept trying new approaches, like adding the case to online databases. But it's a much more recent development that might finally crack this case: genetic genealogy, or identifying victims and suspects of crimes by linking them to relatives' DNA uploaded to sites like 23andMe or Ancestry DNA.
And today, you'll see multiple cases every single day now are being solved using this technique. So we exhumed the body in May. We got a search warrant, took the body up. They reassembled the skeletal remains and looked at everything again. And then now they need to just extract DNA. Typically, they said some of the leg bones would be the best source of that. And then they will work with a specialist to try to figure out where this came from, and then a genetic genealogy type profile will be done, and hopefully we'll find a match in a family member. In 1975, this guy is in his 20s, his early 20s probably, and he's got parents, he's got a family somewhere. Back then the families were bigger than they are today, but he has parents, and I thought, it'd be great if at the very least we could identify him. Maybe we'll never figure out who killed him, but we should identify him, and we should let his parents know. And every year that goes by, I keep thinking, well, his parents are getting older and older, or maybe they've already passed away. So I would like to have some relief for them, that at least they could find out what happened to their son.
Mills hopes to get the DNA results back in the coming months. For BNEWS Weekly, I'm Sydney Bowles.